Get ready to laugh because these are LankyBox's most embarrassing real-life stories ever.
We tell you about the worst haircuts of our lives, the most embarrassing stories ever, and lots more juicy secrets.
Watch until the end to find out what happens when our parents and their kids switch lives for 24 hours. Let's go.
So my story starts almost exactly a year ago.
Oh, wow.
Now, I had actually been watching a bunch of K-pop music videos. I actually saw on YouTube this thing called K-pop random play dance where like a bunch of people in public dance to like random songs. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. Like, I wonder what I would do if I was in one of those things. And then I realized, wait a minute. I suck at dancing.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking was, wait, I should try and challenge myself to learn a dance of K-pop.
Okay.
I would like imagine like, you know, I finally learned this song and then during the K-pop random play dance, they put on the song that I learned and I would like run into the circle and like go in the front and start dancing. And everyone would be like, oh my gosh, she's so good.
Yeah.
So that was what I was imagining. So I was like, okay, well, where do I start? I gotta pick a dance, right?
Yeah.
So I remember I literally went on Google. I was like, simple BTS dances to learn.
Okay.
And like someone online was like, oh, you should try and learn go-go. Because it's like one of the simpler dances that they have.
Oh, really?
No. Well, it's still hard for me as you'll learn. But like compared to like fake love or something, it's like definitely easier.
Okay.
It's the one where they're like flossing. So the person online suggested that I look up go-go. So I typed it in, I searched it. And they have this like really funny like dance cover where they're dressed as like, I guess Snow White. They're in these like Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a perfect dance for me. Like it seems pretty easy. It seems pretty fun. This will be pretty chill. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna challenge myself to learn this entire dance in one day.
One day?
Yeah, that was my goal. I was like, it'll probably take me a couple hours, but like by the end of those couple hours, I'm gonna learn this, right?
Okay.
It went terrible. So the day started, I woke up, I got a good breakfast. I was like, all right, today's the day. I'm locking myself in my room. I'm gonna look up a dance tutorial and I'm gonna learn this.
Right.
So I started dancing and I immediately realized I could not follow along at all.
Yeah.
It was way too fast.
So how much dance experience you have prior to this?
None? None?
You really had the arrogance to say, I'm gonna learn a BTS dance in one day?
Yeah, I was a little over my head. The morning starts, I'm like, all right, let's try and learn this. I immediately realized I cannot do this.
Oh, what
But then I had the genius idea. YouTube has this thing where you can slow the speed down.
Yeah.
So I started learning the dance in 25% speed.
Oh,
so they were doing the dance like this, and at that speed, I could follow along.
That's actually pretty smart.
I was like slowly going through the dances. It was working okay. And then I went up to like half speed, like 50%. I still kind of got it, but then I started like sweating a lot. Like my feet started hurting. I had to like put on shoes because it was like I was dancing on a hardwood floor.
That's because giraffes are not meant to dance, Adu. They're meant to walk in the savannah and eat leaves.
I'm not a giraffe.
Oh, well, this story proves otherwise.
Long story short, this ended up taking me about 8 hours to learn. Like,
but did you learn it?
Kind of. Like, I kind of knew it. Like, I could kind of get most of the steps down. It was still, like, a big struggle, but I was like, well, the challenge was to finish this in one day.
Right.
And I remember it was, like, 7 o'clock at night. I'd been dancing all day. I was, like, super sweaty, and I called you. I was like, dude, I want you to help me film this video at, like, this dance studio near where I live.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Vaguely. I blocked that out of my memory.
So me and Justin roll up to this dance studio. He's got the little iPhone camera. I'm like, okay, ready? He's like, yeah. And dude, everyone was like looking at us like so weird. We were just like in the corner. And like, I remember it took me like 10 tries and I just kept messing up and like we had to reset the song and everything.
Yeah.
It was like really, really bad. I kind of was able to get through the dance on one of the takes. And I was like, I think we got it. Yeah. So I remember watching back the footage because in the iPhone I watched it and I was like, okay, I look all right. And then I went back home. I like put it in my computer and loaded up the footage and like put it next to BTS dancing to see how close I got.
Why would you do that?
And I immediately wanted to like destroy the footage because it wasn't even close. Not even close.
It's like how the food in the advertisement versus when you actually get it in real life.
And I just realized what a terrible idea it was at the start. Like, I have way more respect for anyone that is able to learn K-pop dances now. After that, I have never attempted to learn another dance again.
That's not true. We learn dance for our zero budgets all the time.
Can you do any of the recent dances?
I can do all of them.
Really?
Which ties perfectly into my story.
Really?
Yeah, so for the K-pop zero budgets, we usually try to focus on recreating the scenes as best we can. But if it's not exact, we're like, we are not professional dancers / singers. We cannot be held to that standard.
Obviously.
But there was one video where we did a zero budget compilation of Jesse's music videos. Now you already know when we made this, we had somewhat of an idea that Jesse might be able to see the video.
Yeah.
Because we had someone helping us who would show the video to her.
Yeah.
So in the back of my mind, I knew if I'm about to shake it, Jesse gonna see this. I gotta actually dance well in this one video and make sure I do a good job.
Wait, now Jessie is a K-pop idol, but the unique thing about Jessie is she's not afraid to say what she thinks.
Jessie is known for being super savage and just being super cool, and then we have to dance like her. I'm in my room just sweating, okay? Practicing, just dropping it, okay? So we were learning the choreography to down, okay? And then the big day came, okay? We went to a beach to recreate this because her scenes are on the beach. To put this into context, we had to hike down to this beach. It was 3 miles.
Dude, literally, as you're telling this story, I realized I had blocked this from my mind, these memories.
That's
because
what
of
I
how
blocked
cringe.
your BTS dance out of my mind. I was sitting there feeling.
It wasn't that bad. I could do the flossing.
Still gotta do it. I'm gonna block that out of my mind. So we had to get all the way down to the beach to film this. Adam was already sweating before we started dancing. And then, I'm gonna make this very clear. I have only a few shots in this video where I gotta dance like Jessie. I'm already very nervous. But then, right as we get the camera set up, I look over, and now you have to understand we're on a deserted beach. There's nobody else around. I look over, and there's an old man. Okay, there's an old man, and he's walking real nice and slow. He's walking over to us. Okay, I don't know why we're 3 miles down the beach. Adam was dressed as Jessie. He had the camera, and I was doing this. In some shorts, okay? Now this old man lumbering over real slow. This man also, to put this into perspective, he was wearing only a Speedo. Okay, now this old man out here in a Speedo slowly walks over, and this is a big beach. It's miles long. We're the only people there. And he gets next to where we are and sets up a towel and he just sits down. And he sits down and I said, am I supposed to keep dancing like Jessie in front of this guy? What's happening? Okay. I look over, I film the scenes. As a trained professional, we have to do our work. We have to do dances. I look over out in the corner of my eye. This man has the audacity. He reaches in his bag and gets out a glass of chocolate milk and just starts sipping on it, watching me dance.
He didn't even offer you any.
No, when I was very thirsty. That whole day was so cringe because I couldn't dance. I was already nervous because Jessica was gonna see it, and then this guy kept staring at us while we were dancing. I have not, since that day, drank any chocolate milk. It is traumatic.
So then not only did we have the footage that we just shot, that we were like, dude, this is weird. Then in the back of our head, we were like, we gotta send this to Jesse.
And then it happened exactly as I would have imagined. Jessie got the footage, she saw it, and she roasted us. This is the story of the most embarrassing day of my life.
Okay.
Now this story takes place back in middle school. Now you already know a lot of embarrassing things happen at that age. You know, middle school's an awkward time. I was a very awkward kid, okay? Still am now. But I was even more cringe, more awkward back then.
How could you possibly get more cringe than we already are now?
I don't know if you could even imagine that. Basically, this whole story revolves around something we all know and love. Actually, something we all know and hate. Group projects at school. Oh,
dude,
man.
Anytime the teacher is like, all right, guys, pair up for a group project, I hate it.
You are immediately in trouble because y'all know we don't have any friends. Nobody's grouping up with us. And also, this story involves a girl. Got some romance. This story about to get crazy. This story takes place in middle school art class.
Okay.
So in art class, everybody gets assigned to a different table. You don't get to choose where you sit.
Okay.
Okay, my table was 3 people. It was me and 2 other boys. Now, we were randomly assigned our table mates, and these 2 kids, okay, one of them, literally, everyone at school referred to this kid as Danger Dan. This guy was the original bad boy.
Wait, Danger Dan?
Oh, Danger Dan?
What did people call you? Juicy Justin?
Everyone called him Danger Dan because he was very scary, very aggressive. He was like very large, like tall and large at a young age. And he had actually been suspended once before because he got in a fight with some other students.
Okay.
So Danger Dan was like really quiet. He always looked very intense.
Yeah.
And he just kind of sat in the corner. He was very scary. Okay. And the other kid, we had Danger Dan, and the other kid, his name was Willis. Dude, this was the most cringe art table of all time. You got Justy, you got Danger Dan, and you got Willis. And Willis is really one of the centerpieces of this story. Now, Willis was a very awkward kid, very shy, just like me, except a little bit less cringe. He was just very quiet, like a very reserved kid. Okay. So now the art teacher comes in and says, okay, we're gonna have our final project before break. Everybody needs to get in random groups based on your table and do this together. I said, what? I gotta work with Danger Dan and Willis? Why? This art teacher did not like our table. She's like, these kids are troublemakers. 2 of them are very cringe, and 1 of them is a troublemaker. Okay. She didn't like us. Dude, I could not make this up. She literally split up the art studio because like all the groups need a place to work. She gave our table to another group. She put us in a closet. I could not make this up. It was a dark, musty closet where all the art supplies were. And she's like working there. There's no windows. There's nothing in there.
What was the project that you guys had to do together?
We just had to make some sort of art project and then present it in front of the class.
Okay.
The group project was not off to a good start. Okay, I'm gonna say for about the first 3 days, nobody said anything in that closet. We just sat there.
Just looking at each other.
Dude, I remember this to this day. Danger Dan was sitting there and he would take pencils from the art supplies because we're in the supply closet, and he would just break all of them. Like, who does that?
And you and Willis are just watching him.
I was terrified. I said, get me out of here. A few days go by, and you know, we got a couple weeks to put this together. I'm like, it is crunch time. I cannot let my grades slip because you know I have a big brain. I gotta do well in school.
Okay.
I said, I gotta make a play. I gotta do something. I gotta break the ice. We're wasting too much time.
You're gonna save this group project.
It's like an anime, like a sports team anime. I gotta come in and unite everybody because these 2 kids clearly don't care about their grades and we need to do well. So one day I go to class, I'm determined to make a change. I'm still scared of Danger Dan because he's still there snapping pencils, not talking. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go try and talk to Willis. So I go up to Willis, just introduce myself, try to get a conversation going. It's very awkward, but we actually connect because I learned that Willis likes to play chess.
Okay.
And you know, awkward, nerdy, middle school Justy is a chess master. Okay, I went to all the tournaments. I'm bringing home the trophies. So Willis likes to play chess. So what we actually do is we use some of the art supplies and we painted like a chessboard and we used to play chess together in the closet.
You made your own chessboard?
We had nothing else to do. So a few days go by, things are getting better, and Danger Dan starts to open up a little bit too. He starts to watch us play. He's very interested in what's going on.
He probably just ran out of pencils since then.
He's like, I'm gonna stab you guys next. So I start to connect a little bit with Danger Dan. Also, I find out he likes to play video games online.
Okay.
And again, you know awkward, nerdy, middle school Justy is playing lots of online video games. Now, you know I like to play Maple Story, some fun stuff.
Some Club Penguins.
Why you gotta expose me? Just because I got 50 Club Penguin accounts? So Danger Dan likes to play some older, like some violent games, you know, online. And he used to like teach me, like share tips. And we would actually go home from school and we would play together online.
Okay.
So I started to be friends with Willis and friends with Danger Dan through our nerdy hobbies.
This is going great.
Yes, it was going great. And soon it was literally like fun to go to art class.
Yeah.
So we just get to hang out in a closet unsupervised, just chill.
Yeah.
A few days go by and I say, all right, guys, gotta get a team huddle in here. Guys, we need to make some sort of project. My life hinges on getting a good grade in middle school art class. We had all connected now. We felt closer to each other and Willis opened up to us. This left me shook. So there was this girl in art class. Her name was Isabel. She was very pretty. She was a very nice girl. One of the popular girls, definitely out of the league of me, Willis, and Danger Dan.
Okay, well that's not saying much because every girl is out of your league.
Oh yeah. None of them are out of yours, right? Because your neck is so long. Weird flex, but okay. So Isabel was definitely one of the cooler kids. Really pretty, really nice. I kind of knew her. Like I had like spoken to her a few times. But like Willis and Danger Dan had never said anything to her in their lives. Well, Danger Dan just didn't talk to people, but Willis was really shy.
Right.
Like he was really shy. To set this up, there was in a couple of weeks a school dance. There was like a homecoming type dance.
Okay.
Okay. And so in this team huddle, Willis, like some sort of action movie hero, says, guys, I have a crush on Isabel. And you know what, guys? I feel empowered because now I have you two as my first friends. I think we should make it our project. We're gonna present this in front of the class. It should be a way for me to ask Isabel to the dance.
Dude,
Willis stepped up.
Oh my gosh, that's so creative.
Willis smart. I was like, dude, you're a genius. Let's do it.
Okay, so you and Danger Dan were basically now his like wingmen?
Yes. Me and Danger Dan had all figured out Willis, Isabel gonna get married. Let's go. We're thinking real hard. For the next couple days, we're just thinking, we're brainstorming. We're drawing up the schematics.
Now, had Willis talked to Isabel at all?
No, never. Never in his life.
So this was gonna be like his first time talking?
Dude, he's gonna boss up, dude.
Okay.
He's just gonna go in. Now, at this point in my life, I had another hobby, another passion, making videos.
Okay.
So, in art class, they had like these really old school camcorders. So they had like these camcorders that we could borrow, right? And so I was like, dude, what if we made like an action movie and presented, like showed it in front of the class, and at the end, you ask her out to the dance.
Dude.
I was like, dude, everybody else in class playing checkers, the three of us playing chess. Okay, we got a big brain, this gonna work.
So you're gonna make a movie where Willis is the action star, and at the end of beating everyone up, he's like, hey, by the way, Isabel, do you wanna date me?
That is exactly what it was. I still remember to this day, this plot was that Willis would play a spy, and he has a secret message he's gotta deliver. And you already know what that secret message is.
I love you?
The secret message was, Isabel, will you go to the dance with me? So our team was so hyped. We were like, dude, this is the most 900 IQ play of all time. We're gonna get the girl, and more importantly, we're gonna get A's, okay? So for the next few days, we go outside. Dude, this was so epic. They came to school with costumes. I came with the camera, right? I was behind the camera directing. We had like fight scenes where like Spy Willis had to fight Danger Dan and like
over and over again.
Dude, he looked so tough because Danger Dan was huge. Everyone was terrified of him.
Breaking pencils in the action scene.
This story gonna make it sound like I had a crazy childhood, but somehow Danger Dan brought like a real sword. Like he brought like a ninja sword to school, like a real one, and we used it in the movie. I don't know how.
Dangerous.
He's Danger Dan. So we finished filming. I honestly remember, like, I was so hyped about all this, right? Like, this story's amazing. It's like a real anime. We united 3 people who didn't know each other, didn't like each other. We found out this guy likes this girl. We made this movie, right? I stayed up multiple nights in a row editing this video. This was such a fun project. At the end of the day, I was like, dude, this is amazing. And then the movie's done. The big day arrives.
The final project?
The final presentation day arrives. The 3 of us roll up, you know, stride out of the closet, okay?
Got the flash drive.
Got the USB.
They're not gonna know I hit him.
No, put this on the big screen. So we got it up on the projector. All the other groups present, you know, some kids like, I made a sculpture, I made a clay pot, whatever.
You're just in the background laughing.
Then it's our turn. We put it on and we hit play. And that action movie starts. We got some spy music going on. Willis comes out and says, I have been given a secret message to deliver.
Dude.
The fight scene goes down. It's crazy. Now, I'm gonna put a little pause in this story right now. So far, right? So far, this whole plan just sounds amazing.
This sounds epic.
On paper. On paper.
Oh, no.
This sounds epic.
No, what's gonna happen?
But realize this, Adam.
No.
Like, think for a minute, though. Like, imagine you're sitting in that class. You have to realize how cringe all of this actually is. because, like, the whole time, like, it was because we had spent so much time in that closet, we had lost our minds. And like, we're socially awkward kids, so we didn't like have other friends to be like, hey, this is what we're doing.
Hey, by the way, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, nobody was like, dude, don't do that, okay? In the moment, we're like, dude, these scenes are tough, like, this is crazy. But when we were actually just sitting there watching it, about halfway through, I was like,
sweating a little bit. What did Danger Dan and Willis think while they were watching
I don't really know. I was just staring at the screen. I was trying, because I knew I could feel like the teacher and all the other students staring at us. They're like, who are these cringe kids? So I just stared at the screen. I didn't want to look around. About halfway through the video, I realized, dude, this is probably the most cringe thing that's ever happened in my life. And to make matters worse, I know that in like 2 minutes at the end, he's gonna ask Isabel to the dance. So I start to panic. I say, okay, time for Spy Justy to shine. Could I somehow stop the recording from playing? How do I save this? But ultimately, I did absolutely nothing. And it gets to the end. And like there's some smoke effects.
No.
Willis pops up, having defeated Danger Dan, and says, I have the secret message to deliver.
No.
Isabel, will you go to the dance with me?
That was probably what the room just sounded like. Just silence.
It was silent except for one sound. I cannot make this up. Isabel started crying.
Oh my god.
Dude, Isabel literally started crying and left the class. She just walked out.
Why did she cry?
Because of how cringe it was. She literally cringed into tears. To give her credit, look, Isabel was a very nice girl, and she did actually end up saying yes, because it would have just been like, she can't say no to that. But that's probably why she cried also, because she realized, like, I can't say no at this point. Like, everybody's seen this happen.
She went to homecoming with him as like a pity favor?
Well, she couldn't say no, dude. He literally fought Danger Dan for her with a sword. That was, hands down, the most embarrassing day of my life. At the end of the day, we didn't get Willis the girl. We actually all got C's on that project. That teacher was not amused, okay? But at least on the bright side, we had made friends with each other.
Yeah.
Even though it was cringe, Danger Dan and Willis stayed my friends for a long time after that.
That's awesome.
Hey, we came out of it as friends, you know, we were partners in crime. Or should I say, partners in cringe.
Now, this story starts when I was in 6th grade.
Oh, man.
Now, you need to understand. At this point in my life, 6th grade is the year when you go from a 5th grader elementary school baby stuff to 6th grade middle school. The older kid, there's girls, you're starting to mature a bit. Now, when I was in 5th grade, I was pretty boring. I kind of looked like a nerd. So I was like, you know what? 6th grade, first day of school, I want to roll in there looking like an actual bad boy.
Like a baller.
Yeah. I was listening to some rock music. You know, I might have listened to some Red Velvet's Bad Boy. I wanted to be a bad boy. So I started wearing like some black clothes that had like broken hearts on it. Like I wanted to be like an edgy teen.
You wore a t-shirt with a broken heart on it?
Yeah, I was like an e-boy even back then.
Whose hearts were you breaking? Only one. Your mom's.
Yeah. I had this idea in my mind where 5th grade, I was a nerd. I didn't have any girlfriends, obviously. 6th grade, I'm a new me. I'm gonna reinvent myself. I'm gonna walk in on the first day of school and just be that cool dude that sits in the back. Just all edgy, all the girls looking at him like, wow.
Big on TikTok with the e-boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was the summer going into 6th grade. I was like, I'm gonna grow my hair out. And then right before school starts, I'm gonna get my hair cut in like a really cool, like bad boy way where it's like jagged and like kind of long.
What you mean jagged?
Like some bangs in the front, like covering one of my eyes, like that type of stuff. I was gonna look cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, so back in elementary school, my mom cut all my hair because we just wanted to save money, and it's like, why does it matter?
That's
cut
smart.
Your hair, right?
Smart. Yeah.
So she would always sit me down in the kitchen, put me in a chair, cut my hair the same way. It was always like really nerdy.
True.
So this time I was like, Mom, you need to understand, this is not the normal routine. I want to cut my hair to look like a bad boy. So she's like, oh, I got you.
You pulled out the phone. You pulled out TikTok. Found some e-boys. I would look like them. She said, that's not possible. You better uninstall that app.
So I'm like, okay, I had this idea in my mind because on the first day of school is also picture day. So I was like, dude, I gotta look fresh for these pictures. So I'm like, Mom, school starts in a couple days. I need you to give me a haircut. I want to have this cool like bangs with the jagged edges. And,
dude, okay, I'll put a pause. Your relationship with your mom is so interesting. Like, you just boss her around. What is this? You're like, Mom, it's your first day at school. You look super cool.
No.
You're gonna cut this way.
She was like pumped. She was like, dude, I'm gonna make you look so cool. Like, I promise.
Yeah.
We were like pumping each other up.
Oh yeah.
Now we don't have a mirror in my kitchen where she cuts my hair, so I can't see what's going on. My mom starts to cut my hair. I'm like, okay, remember, Mom? Like, remember what I told you? She's like, Adam, don't worry, I got this. Now, she starts to cut, whatever, like she uses the razor, cuts it all nice and short, kind of goes around, like, it doesn't really feel like...
I don't feel like an e-boy yet.
But maybe this is like part of the process.
My mom been cutting my hair for 2 minutes. My TikTok DMs are still empty. Why?
And I remember she literally took the razor, like the electric razor, and just went completely in a circle around my head. I was like...
Why?
Yes, this is gonna lead to the bad boy look. I don't know, like, and so she went in a complete circle, and she was like, "Okay, I'm done." I was like, "What?" And I could only feel it. I was like, "It feels kind of weird."
Wait. She went around like this?
Yeah, like a perfect circle.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's like a bowl cut. I'm like, all right, I guess it's the new me. Like, I gotta go see what this looks like.
Yeah.
And I remember so clearly, I walked to the bathroom. The light was turned off. I kind of was like, okay, mentally ready, like, oh, this is the new me. Walk into the bathroom, turn on the light, look in the mirror.
Yeah.
I literally started crying. Literally. I screamed.
Why?
Because I look so ugly.
Dude, that wasn't the haircut.
Dude, I literally look like the biggest square of all time. Just such a nerd.
Why are you gonna put your mom on blast? See, dude, you literally so salty about this haircut. You've been waiting 10 years to tell this story.
Dude, I literally had the outfit on point. It was all black. It had hearts and tears and angels on it. I was like, dude, I need to look like a bad boy. And it was just not right. I just look like just a nerd.
Okay,
and that's basically it. That was the worst haircut of my life.
Okay, that actually kind of ties into my haircut story. Now, funny enough, Adam, now this is not scripted. I actually went through a very similar phase. I feel like a lot of people go through this kind of phase where they try to be like a bad boy, you know what I mean? I was listening to a lot of heavy music. I was dressing in like a bunch of dark colors, you know, real moody. Yeah, so you know, I was like 13-ish. I was listening to edgy music. I was watching lots of anime. I said, I want to look like one of these guys, okay?
In the anime?
Yeah, in the anime, you already know. So, I decided, I was like, I have to get attention from like people to make friends and also girls somehow. I said, I gotta be different. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold up. What did your hair look like up until this point?
I basically always had it like very short, like almost like a buzz cut.
Just like really boring.
Really simple.
Gotcha.
Really plain and simple. I said, I gotta glow up. I decided I'm gonna grow my hair as long as possible. Now I actually don't think that you ever knew me at this point. I used to have hair down to my shoulders. What is that? What is that face?
I'm just trying to imagine what that would look like.
Dude, it was actually really intense.
Would you do the thing where you go like this?
Yeah, okay, that's part of the story.
Really?
That's actually part of the story.
Dude.
So, dude, every part, like, you have to understand for guys, there's a certain threshold. When you grow your hair out, it gets to a certain point where it gets in your eyes, and then you have to go like this.
You gotta flip it like Justin Bieber used to do.
All the time, okay? I literally, part of this story was I started to develop neck pain because I was going like this, like 400, it still hurts now.
People just think you're dancing.
Yeah, growing your hair out is such a process. It probably took me like a year, almost 2 years, and it got down to my shoulder. Okay, now at that level, you not only have to swish, you have to do a lot of maintenance, you know, you do a lot of products, you know. It was a very hard thing to take care of. As the hair grows out, you know, enters like the danger zone.
Wait, was it worth it though? Like, were you getting more attention from girls the longer and longer your hair got?
I actually kind of was, but it wasn't necessarily like good attention. It was just like, wow, he's very different, kind of looks a little bit weird. He always looks like he just got out of bed, basically. The long hair was cool, but there were some major problems. The maintenance is really tough, okay? You had to do this thing a lot, okay? And also, like, when it was summer, it would get super hot. And then I would end up super sweaty. You know what that's like, okay? That's not fun. And then I was actually, like in high school, I was a swimmer, right? I was on the swim team, so we'd have morning practices. And then this one day changed my whole life. I got out of the pool and my hair was still wet, right? It was still wet. I was walking to class. Okay, this was during the winter. And my hair had literally frozen. Dude, it froze because it was so long.
Wait, so you just had like icicles for hair?
Dude, it literally froze because it was so long. Like, when your hair is shorter, it's like, I don't know, it's like closer to your head, so it's warmer, so it doesn't freeze. When it's really long, it froze, and then a piece of it chipped off.
Wait, what?
That's not a joke. It actually just broke off.
Does that happen to like girls with long hair?
I don't know, but it happened to me. That was the turning point where I said, no more.
Dude, that's dangerous.
It was bad. Okay, I basically threw an icicle when I did that. But I decided at that point, I said, no more, it's over. And I went home and I bought a razor. I bought an electric shaver that same day, and I buzzed my entire head. 2 years of growing hair out down the drain. So, you know, on the bright side, the maintenance was better. My neck pain got a little bit better. My hair was not snapping off anymore. But there is one big negative to when Justy has very short hair.
What?
I basically look like I'm a toddler.
Whoa! Brooklyn Balboa, is that all you got?
What is going on here? We're trying to get some work done.
Yeah, what do you guys think this is, Caesar's Palace? What are you doing with boxing gloves?
I'm trying to learn how to protect myself.
Protect yourself from what?
Veronica Payne, She's this bully at my school who's always picking on me.
Man, that's crazy, bro. So she's learning how to box, bro.
Exactly.
So that she could stick up for herself, bro.
She's trying to box so she can learn how to fight against the meanie girl at her school. Awesome.
A bully? Listen, if someone's bothering you, beating her up isn't the answer. Use your words to solve the problem.
That's good advice, bro. It's an important announcement, bro. Meanies are weenies.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, guys. If you are a meanie, that means you're a weenie.
That's true, dude.
Are you kidding me? Words aren't gonna protect me from left hook.
Oh, look it. Maybe you can talk to the principal, or we can call her parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you guys know anything? If she does that, then she'll be the school snitch. That's even worse than being bullied.
I'm telling you, this generation makes things so much harder than it has to be.
Man, that's crazy. So the parents are saying, you know, they could just talk to a teacher, they could report alert, alert. But the
Right.
kids are saying if they do that, they'll be tattletales.
Exactly, and being a tattletale might be worse. I don't know.
Nah, bro, that doesn't make sense.
You got that right. I mean, being a kid was so easy. I have no idea how they're gonna survive being an adult.
Are they for real?
Being a kid is way harder than being a grown-up. Mom!
Dad,
We have to deal with bullies
and peer pressure.
and homework. You know how hard it is to get good grades?
You know what's really hard? Paying bills.
And running a business.
Have you ever dealt with an entitled employee or a rude customer? Of course not. You're kids. You have it made in the shade and you don't even know it.
Okay, so the kids are saying their life is harder because they gotta deal with meanies and homework and other stuff, and the parents are saying their life's harder because they gotta deal with the bills, bro.
And I get it. In this video, guys, we're gonna get to see the kids become the adults and the parents become the kids, and they gotta face each other's problems.
Bro!
1, stop using those boomer phrases.
Hey, yo.
And 2, if anyone has it good, it's you guys. You have money, freedom, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I bet if you switch with us for a day, you'd see how hard it is.
Right, Will. I'm sure we'd be singing a different tune.
We have no idea what that even means.
What did I just say about those boomer phrases?
Hey, yo, she called her old parents boomers? Don't do that, guys.
Yeah, that's kind of mean.
Let's talk after class, okay, Will?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No matter what I do, I can't get above a C. I even had Dad help me study for this one.
I like to see him take the exam, but he'd get a D or an F.
Yeah, you're right.
Today we're
I'll
going to be
know.
talking about the American era of child labor.
Brooklyn. Isn't that the name of a city?
Wait a minute, bro. That's the meanie from earlier, bro.
That's the girl that she was trying to punch on the boxing glove.
That's messed up, bro. Watch out. She's about to be mean.
It's a borough in New York. My parents met there.
Oh, how romantic. What kind of parents named their kid after a borough? It's like they wanted you to be a loser.
Hey, stop talking, or else I'm gonna.
Keep it down back there.
You're lucky she stopped you from saying something you'd instantly regret, Will.
Bruh.
Okay, so in 1911, over 2 million children in the U.S. under the age of 16 were employed. Does anyone else want to come up and write down a fact that they read in last night's homework?
Okay, they
No.
just showed her shoes for some reason. I bet she tied her shoelaces together. I do that. I do that to Adam all the time.
I hate it when he does that, man. It's the worst prank ever.
How about you, Brooklyn? Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
she tripped.
I'm fine.
Because their shoelaces are tied together, huh?
Lost my balance.
Bro.
Weird.
Hey, Adam, could you go get me some food, dude?
Like LankyBox
Yeah,
Kitchen?
LankyBox Kitchen, dude.
All right, yeah, if you're hungry, sure. Oh, come on, man, you tied my socks together? Oh, real funny.
Are you serious, bro? He just swam at me.
Don't be a meanie,
Oh,
guys.
that was mean, dude. I feel real low right now, bro.
Be careful, okay? Alex, why don't you come up instead?
Sure. Are you okay?
Yeah, I can't stand Veronica. Who knows what she'll do next?
Yeah. We need to practice more boxing when we get home. Mom and Dad have no idea what we go through.
Exactly. I wish there's a way we could switch places, and they'd have to come to school.
Okay, we'll pick this up tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow is Bring Your Parents to School Day.
We have that every day. And Mom. She's our teacher. What?
Whoops, sorry.
That's messed up, man. Stop.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but without the original receipt, we can't return the item, especially since it's broken.
I want my money back. It's not my fault my son threw it off the balcony. What kind of cheap toy breaks from falling 3 stories anyway?
I wish there was more I could do to help.
This is absolutely unacceptable. I want to speak to your owner now.
I am the owner.
Well, then I'm going to give you lots of bad reviews and take it up with my credit card company.
Oh man, so now you see the adults also are dealing with stuff and they got the PS6 in stock, bro. Wow. I don't know how they even did that. Darman is in the future, bro.
Give you lots of bad reviews and take it up with my credit card company. Here.
Have a nice day.
Hanging in there?
Angry customers 3, 0.
Oh, one of those days. Well, maybe I should wait to show you this then.
No, it's fine. It can't be any worse than what I just dealt with. Lay it on me. Rent is going up again? Wonderful. This can't get any worse.
Okay, so these two run a business. They run a toy business, and it's really hard because the customers are being mean and they have to pay rent and stuff.
Right, so their life is difficult and their kids' life is difficult.
But whose is harder, Adam?
We're gonna find out.
Hey guys, do you have a minute?
Uh-oh, that statement never ends well.
I know, I'm sorry, but I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I got a higher offer somewhere else.
More than $18 an hour? In retail?
Yeah, they're giving me 20, and I couldn't turn it down.
Gosh, I don't know how other places are surviving paying this much. I mean, we're barely keeping our heads above water as it is.
This says effective immediately, but you said you'd give us 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry, I actually have to go right now, but I'll be around if you need me to help train anyone. Actually, I don't want to lie to you. I probably won't answer, but take care.
So stressful. I miss being a kid where we had no responsibilities.
I know, right? Brooklyn and Will have no idea how easy they have it. Being an
Watch
adult
out!
is so
Down!
hard.
Oh, macaroni.
Why aren't you eating?
I'm sick of pasta. Can't you make me something else?
Do you know how hard it is to work all day, then come home just to cook you dinner?
No one said you had to make anything. Can't you just order something in?
Do you know how expensive that is?
Here we go again.
The delivery fees alone cost more than a box of pasta and bread.
It's not easy putting food on the table or a roof over your head.
Please! I'm sick of you guys complaining all the time. I had a hard day too, and I'm not complaining.
What?
Oh, doing TikTok videos and hanging with your friends. It must be pretty hard.
Really? Is that what you think we do all day? Hang out? Try spending a day in our shoes. Then you'll see.
I wish we could. I'd love to have no real consequences. I mean, even for 24 hours.
I'd go back to school. It beats working all day.
Well, tomorrow you'll get to. It's Bring Your Parents to School Day.
I forgot about this. There should be a bring your kids to work day. That way they know how.
That's it! You guys think your life is tough, and we think we have it worse, right? Well, the only way to settle this is if we switch lives. Tomorrow, you guys go to school, and we'll go to work at the store. And we'll see who has it harder.
That makes a lot of sense, bro.
Wow.
They're just gonna switch lives, bro.
A little switcheroo, guys.
All right.
I don't think we can go to school without you. The whole point is you bring us to school.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's child labor laws against you both working.
You guys own the store. Who's gonna say anything?
And you guys can say that we're just both sick, but you decided to come anyway.
I don't know.
I mean, it might be good for them to see how good they have it.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense, bro. So the mom and dad run a store, but they're gonna let their kids run it for a day.
And instead, the parents are going to go into their kindergarten class and take the test for
They
them.
might get beat up by Veronica. I don't know, bro.
It's like the saying, you never know how hard someone's life is until you walk in their shoes.
You are preaching to the choir right now.
Is that a yes?
I don't know. What did we say about those boomer comments?
What we're saying is that we're in. Yep. We're gonna have to start talking like Gen Zers.
Oh, yeah. No cap.
Yeah, the caps are off.
Adam says that all the time.
I don't remember this desk being so small.
Before we have the parents come up and talk, does anyone have any questions?
I've got one. Why are they here? Shouldn't they be
That's a
at
good
home
question.
caring for Will and Brooklyn? If they're sick? That's what any good parent would do.
That must be Veronica.
I'm sure they have their reasons. And it's nice that they could join us. Actually, Anna, would you like to start?
What would you like me to talk about?
Whatever you like.
Sure. Hey, public speaking makes me so nervous.
What's so funny, man?
I guess the teacher doesn't realize that the kids are now the parents?
No, they
no
don't
one
realize-
seems to notice.
Only this person seems to notice.
He says there's some cap.
Only this person seems to notice in the back.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn and Will's mom. Gosh, I haven't been in front of a class since
The Stone Age?
Veronica, stop. I'm sorry about that, Anna. Please continue.
You're right, it's been a long time. Back when I was in school, we used books, and now everything is on a tablet.
We literally use books too. Gosh, enough with the boomer humor. Can you just move on already?
I mean it, Veronica. This is your last chance.
Whatever. Now I see where Brooklyn gets it from.
You know, I might not be as hip as I used to be, but when I was a kid, I was the main character in school. You could say I understood the assignment. I looked up Gen Z sayings. Am I not seeing it right? Let me just look it up.
Here's a term for you. Say less.
All right, that's it. You're going to the principal's office.
Are you serious? I didn't even say anything that bad.
Get your stuff and go. Now!
Bruh.
I am so sorry about all this. You can go ahead and just have a seat.
Okay.
You know, I don't like the way you talk to my wife.
Be quiet, simp.
That doesn't even make sense.
Our mom calls us that.
What?
I don't even know. And all the time, guys, when Justin's at school, he'll like take these multiple choice tests and he'll fill in every single bubble. And then he'll say, I understood the assignment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is awesome, man.
This is so lit, dude.
Wow.
Adam will be watching like Sonic, and he'll be saying, he sits there and goes, I would simp for Amy. What does that mean, dude? I don't get it either.
Hey. Meet me at the playground at 3 o'clock today.
Hey, yo!
If you don't show, I'll find you.
Huh?
That girl scares me.
I can't believe she called me a shrimp. I'm way taller than her.
Give me the
No,
it's mine. It's the last one. Give it to me. Give it.
Mine! Jeez!
Hi, is everything okay?
I want to talk to a manager right now.
That's me. I think.
That's you? You're like 12.
13, actually. How can I help you?
Well, Karen over here keeps trying to take my doll.
That's not nice. Don't call her that.
Actually, my name is Karen, so that's fine. But the real issue is she's trying to take my yippee-yay doll.
It's my doll. I saw it first. Besides, my kid loves this show. I have to have it for her.
My kid loves this show too. Give it to me.
It's my doll.
Give it to me.
No!
Breaking the blocks.
See what you did? I don't want it now. Go ahead and have it, Karen.
I'm
Right.
not buying a damaged toy.
I think we have a problem.
Why am I scheduled Saturday? I told you I don't like working weekends.
You think I like working weekends? I work the last 3 Saturdays.
Okay, let's calm down. I'm sure we can find a compromise.
Yeah, can't you guys just figure it out when my parents get here?
No, there's nothing to figure out. I already made plans, so I'm not working.
Well, I've worked here longer, so I have seniority.
Which means you also get paid more. If I got paid what he got paid, then I wouldn't mind working Saturdays.
Okay, so they're arguing about who's gonna work on Saturday.
Exactly. And meanwhile, there's someone in the back that's trying to rob the toy store.
I didn't even see that, bro!
Let's just stop talking about this. I think that guy's stealing things.
Hey, put that all back.
Get back here! Can you guys stop him?
Well, maybe if I got paid more, but I don't make enough to chase bad guys.
Well, you're not gonna get a raise with that attitude.
I should have never done that TikTok with that kid. I think I pulled something on my neck.
Huh?
You okay?
Do you think Veronica was serious when she said to meet her at 3 p.m.?
She seems serious.
What a day. I can't believe we had to stay and clean up.
Tell me about it. Maybe Mom and Dad were right. Maybe it is harder being an adult.
We can't make them think that. They'll never let us live it down. We gotta make sure it seems easy breezy, okay?
Okay, Boomer.
Huh?
What?
You're starting to talk like Mom.
No, I'm not. Never mind.
Maybe I should call her mom.
Be a snitch? You heard what the kid said.
They're coming. Sit up straight. Hey guys, how was it?
It was great.
Easiest job in the world. I don't know what you guys complain about.
How was school? I bet it was hard.
Not at all.
It was so much fun. We had a blast.
Yep, it was easy breezy.
See what I mean?
She's rubbing off on me. Well, I'm gonna go take a shower and relax.
Same. Not that we're tired or anything.
Wait, we're switching roles for the day, right? Well then, your day's not over.
What? Yes, it is. We get off at 5.
They gotta make
Our
food.
day's not done at 5. You two are making dinner.
What?
Unless you can't handle it. I mean, we'll understand. It's really hard being an adult.
What Will meant to say was, what do you guys want for dinner?
Yeah, right. We can make PB&J, mac and cheese, ordering pizza.
Nah, we're sick of all that. We want something different, something better. We'll just sit here and relax and watch some TV.
They should order some LankyBox ketchup.
LankyBoxKitchen.com.
Your guys' day isn't over either. You have to do your math homework.
Are you serious? There is no way that I'm going to.
Wait any longer to do our homework? That sounds like so much fun. We love math.
Love it!
Oh boy.
Oh man, I love mac and cheese from LankyBox ketchup. This is lit.
Wow.
Be careful. Yeah, you gotta put water.
Right, exactly.
I learned how to do. They're doing homework. Could be pretty easy.
Uh-oh.
I can do math.
That's true, guys. Justin invented math.
No, I didn't.
Ooh, that looks yum.
He dropped the cheese.
Oh,
nice.
ooey gooey.
Nice.
This video is so lit.
This is lit. They're doing a lot of homework.
They almost fell asleep.
Didn't she have to go meet that person at 3 o'clock? What happened?
How come you aren't eating?
This is horrible. Honey, can you make me something different?
Actually, that's the kids' job. Let's ask them.
Do I really have to make you something?
Do you know how hard it is to work all day and then still come home and make dinner for you guys?
Yeah. And we can't just order something in. Do you know how expensive that is?
So sorry. You're just gonna have to eat this.
That's what the parents were saying earlier, man.
Oh, so when the kids stepped inside the parents' shoes, they realized that it's actually not as easy as they thought.
Yep.
But my responsibilities are over, so I'm gonna go finish my...
Not so fast. Who do you think's gonna clean all these dishes?
Fine, we'll do the dishes. So hurry up and finish your food.
Let's switch back!
You said it first.
No, you did. We won.
It's win.
We definitely won. We definitely
so
won. Our
competitive.
life was
You guys
like
Look! Fine. I'll be the first to admit it. You guys are right. Being a kid isn't that easy these days.
You guys are also right. It isn't so easy being an adult either.
I think we've all learned you never know how hard someone's life is until you walk in their shoes.
Got that right. So does that mean we don't have to do the dishes?
As long as I don't have to eat this mac and cheese.
You know what? Let's go out to dinner. We deserve it.
Actually?
Yeah.
Yes!
I wonder who...
Uh-oh.
I know you're in there!
Veronica Payne. No.
I'll handle this. I'll show her who the shrimp is.
This is shrimp.